Race at Illinois State University. Created by Kevin Brown, Brianna Lance, Anna Tedford, Caitlin Winland, and Hai Yu. So the question we might ask ourselves is, what is race? Race, according to Merriam-Webster.com, is a category of humankind that shares certain distinctive physical traits. Another definition is also a group of individuals who share a common culture or history.
Only 22.3% of on-campus undergraduate students at Illinois State University are minorities. These include American Indian or Alaskan Native, Asian, Black or African American, Hawaiian or Pacific Islander, Hispanic, or two or more race selections. Now, if we take a look at the enrollment rates based on race, we can see that only 1,542 students are Black or African American, 554 are Asian, 1,847 are Hispanic, and 15,938 are white, which make up the majority.
ISU is ranked number 1,582 out of 2,655 colleges that were reported as the most ethnically diverse colleges, according to collegefactual.com. 77% of ISU students are white, 8.8% are Hispanic or Latino, and 7.3% are African American, and 2.5% are two or more races, whereas 2.2% are Asian. 18% of all ISU students are from a minority group.
As a Chinese student at Illinois State University, my fellow classmates as well as my professors have been friendly and nice to me from the beginning. They understand who I am, as well as respect the culture that I come from. Because of this, many of my peers are willing to help with my studies, considering that English is not my first language. Even though I am not considered a part of the white population here at Illinois State University, I have always been accepted by my peers. I am constantly being greeted with warm smiles and friendly greetings, although there have been some situations where I have felt different. For example, in my culture, students obey the rules that the professors create, such as students remaining seated during lecture and arriving and leaving on time for classes. If these rules were not followed, it would be seen as if students did not respect their instructors. Here in America, however, I have noticed a sense of equality in teachers and student relationships. This is a large culture shock for me, but I have grown used to the idea. In speaking with two different members of the Hispanic community here at ISU, a few things were called to attention. Student 1 stated that ISU needs to do a more efficient job of promoting diversity by creating more ways to reach out to minorities. They also stated that reaching out to the younger minority groups for recruitment at ISU would also be beneficial. Student 2 spoke of how they attended a high school with only 10% of the student body being Hispanic, so they were used to being a part of the minority group. However, they stated that in coming to ISU, they had expected to see a larger number of Hispanic students, but were proven wrong. They stated that this was a huge culture shock to them, even though they already knew it.
Created using Powtoon.